Friends, guests, and adventurers of all ages, tonight's show is for the brave, the fearless, and the dangerously curious. Witness feats of strength, daring acrobatics, and mystifying magic. Get ready to have the most astounding night of your life. Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, 3-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host, Steve Englicker, and in this week's show, we continue our exploration of the petting zoo from hell. So one thing that has come up quite a bit is people are wondering, how is it that you are always rolling crits? You're always rolling so incredibly well. This is ridiculous. You can't be the GM constantly rolling crits. And the answer is, I am. I don't know. It's always been this thing. I don't know. I know it's impossible, and it's called gambler's fallacy, where if you say to someone, okay, if I flip a coin between heads and tail, and it comes up heads 10 times in a row, what is the odds that it's going to come up heads 11th time? And the answer is 50% chance, because the coin doesn't have a memory. It's always 50%. Whether it comes up heads 1 time in a row or 50 times in a row, it's always 50%. Which means that whenever I roll a 20, it's always a 5% chance. But I don't know how, I don't know why, but it seems like I just roll a lot more 20s and a lot more crits and a lot more hits than on average. And I'm going to tell you that is completely correct. It seems like that just happens. I don't know why. I don't program anything. I don't have any magic button. It doesn't seem to matter what we use, whether it's Roll20 or D20 Pro or even live games. Well, in live games, I have my purple die of death, which anyone who plays me knows it very well. It's this purple dice that, oh my god, they just seem to roll nat 20s constantly, all the time. Now, that's different. Dice can be misweighted, so that is very easy that those dice just happen to roll 20 more often than not. But when it comes to these online programs, in theory, you know, they're supposed to be completely random. Have they done these tests where they basically roll the dice like 20,000, 100,000 times so you can see the deviation to make sure it is completely random? And it is. So everyone is rolling the same dice. Now, why is it that I roll 20s more than anyone else? Who knows? But I am going to tell you something fascinating. You see, when my great-great-grandparents first came to this country, my last name is Glicker, which is German, which comes from Glück, which means good luck. So my last name basically, as I found out, translated into good luck. Now, as you know, most people usually got the last names based on their trade or some family trait of theirs. You know, obviously if they were goldsmiths or blacksmiths, that's why there's a lot of smiths and so forth. So perhaps, for whatever reason, someone in my family, my ancestors, were really, really lucky, and they were, well, called lucky. And to be honest, I seem to have an extraordinarily amount of good luck, like a ridiculous amount of good luck, and it just followed me my whole life. Now, you can say push-posh to that, because I myself am very scientific, and what is this luck thing? Who knows what luck is? In fact, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a scientist who said luck is nothing more than being able to see patterns and recognize good opportunities more than others. And that is all that luck truly is. Now, that might be true, who knows? But when it comes to dice rolls, it's pure luck. It's pure random. Pure happenstance. And I tell you, when you listen to this episode, you might wonder, what the heck is going on? Because I shouldn't be rolling crits as much as I have been in these last few episodes. So take that what you will. I have no idea how or why, but I just happen to be rather lucky. Of course, it does go the other way. This doesn't happen for quite a while, but there is an episode where Vanessa rolls 3 natural 20s in a row. Not 1, not 2, but 3. So, you know, I'm not the only one with extraordinary luck. In fact, we even put a screenshot of that in the Discord channel if you want to see it. So, I'm not the only one. So, quick few show notes. Don't forget, do check out the Patreon. If you want to watch the show live or get it early, just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com. Do check out the Discord channel. You get a free t-shirt. You can play games. You can hang out with us. You can discuss spoilers. Just go to discord.rollforcombat.com. And, of course, do check out the website if you want to read Jason's Talking Combat column, which he does twice a week, one for every single show where he recaps everything. Just go to rollforcombat.com. And, of course, do follow us on Twitter. Do follow us on YouTube. Do follow us on Facebook. All the socials we're on. It's kind of strange. I don't understand why some people have 1 billion followers on Twitter and others, well, don't. Like, we actually have a huge audience, but not a ton of people follow us on Twitter. Now, I'm not one of those people who tweets endlessly on every single thing. I kind of keep it very official. I only really tweet about the show and Paizo products and sort of anything else like that. So I'm not going nuts with my tweets. I imagine if I was a little bit more active, we'd have more followers. But, you know, I'm just curious why we have not as many followers, but yet everything else is much, much larger, such as, well, our Discord channel. It's very large, so who knows? Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's episode. Last we left off, you found the zoo, and instead of a petting zoo, it was a fighting zoo where the animals were trying to take a piece out of you. But you managed to barely defeat the smoldering leopards, who seemed perhaps to be friendly, but were actually demonic leopards from hell. Interestingly, if you didn't block their path, they probably just would have ran out of the hermitage and caused havoc in the countryside. But nope, you decided instead kill them, put them out of their demonic misery. I can't even remember how many people...
I mean, havoc in the countryside isn't exactly something that we want to happen.
Lauren Sake is playing Hap, the Starlight Sparrow, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
Is that like Panic at the Disco?
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varys, the amazingly agile Alhara, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember how many people dropped because it's such a common occurrence now. And the good news is you're somehow still all alive once again.
I love the somehow. That's so fitting.
Maybe smarter, maybe wiser, maybe figuring out tactics are perhaps not optional in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And Darius found an amazing set of healer's gloves.
In my hands.
Yeah.
I guess Alhara's just randomly healing
They look like
herself because I just saw her bring herself
that's
all the
where
way
you
up.
found them.
Oh,
I
No, you said
you didn't sleep.
you said from
last
last time
wait,
that we
wait a
healed
second.
up overnight.
It's still morning. This
Yar.
is you woke up and you went here. It's like 10 in the morning, 10 a.m. This is the first thing you did. You walked in.
early morning.
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, Uncanny Otteron's cauldron of curious concoctions, a human witch of curses.
Yes.
I don't
Well,
remember.
I think we were going to rest in this room, though, right?
You've had one fight
Yeah.
today.
Didn't we just use a ton of resources, like spells and things?
I thought we did.
Rob Termarco is playing Darius Varys, Darius's daring destructions, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
Let me recap the recap. You guys went outside. Okay. You rested up. You had a lot of talking, a lot of feeling. You went to sleep. You woke up. You got all your new spells. You walked up into the zoo. You fought the smoldering leopards. You found the gloves. You came back here. It is still early morning. That is where you last left off.
Yeah, we really just searched a bunch of rooms until we got up into that area. And they were mostly empty.
So what are you going to do? Looks like Alhara is down a bit. Darius is down a bit. Hap and Atron are fine.
Yeah, we did have a couple items to look over, including the gloves Atteron found, and passed those over to Darius.
Well, those you already discovered were healing gloves.
Yep.
And those are awesome. And now Darius invested in them and is wearing them.
Yep. And then some people were doing healing activities. Don't know if they were finished yet.
Yeah, I mean, I can just say...
By some people, that means Darius, heal your sister.
Yeah, if you guys just want to tag team heal or spend...
Just tag team heal.
Or if you just want to say you've spent like 3 or 4 hours, I'll say that's fine.
I'm fine doing that.
Yeah.
I roll aid to help your medicine check.
I'll just assume. Because
Yes.
you do have to spend at least an hour or 2 probably to get you guys back up.
Yes.
So,
If Darius, if you want to just heal me for a full hour plus another 10 minutes, you can essentially roll 2 checks and get potentially 68 out of it.
Potentially. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, because if you continue the treat wounds for a full hour, you double the amount.
oh, right. That's the other thing. That's the
right.
that's the
Here we
quick
go.
way to try to heal everyone super fast is you spend the whole hour instead of doing the 10-minute
so-
treatment.
Yeah, spend the
I'll
hour.
use assurance and do an
Yeah,
hour
but
on you,
Darius
and then I'll
rolls
know.
a 2. So he fails, as usual.
Can you stop? Look, just untrain medicine because it's obviously not meant for you.
No,
you know,
it's gonna happen.
You wouldn't know this,
It's
but he's
gonna happen.
actually an expert at medicine. Now, no one
I'm
would
Is
an
there a
know.
expert.
way to train some summoned squirrels to do medicine? 'Cause that might be a way to go.
Might be
I'll make another check, you said?
An hour
after
later.
an hour.
Sure.
All right, 2 hours.
You play some tiddlywinks.
We
Alhara's-
survive everything,
I
but then
know.
you accidentally poison Alhara.
You guys are having fun in this room, checking out the.
Let me roll the.
29. The exact
about that?
opposite. Roll the 19.
Now it's a
exact
crit.
opposite of a
I meant to
2.
do that.
Uh-huh.
All right, so
Uh-huh.
that's 10 points is what I rolled for healing with assurance for the first hour for Darius, and if that doesn't put you to max, I'll continue to do it for an hour until you get 20.
I have 2. I need 2 more points
Well,
after
I
that.
guess I'm going to continue for an hour until you get 20, and then you can roll your second one, which looks like, what, 29? Which,
Yep.
4d8? Holy cow. All right, roll
Yeah.
that.
It's going to roll 4. There we go. Here it comes. 48. He's going to heal 4. It's going to somehow hurt her. I don't know. It's going to like
No,
trip.
impossible.
Nothing's impossible when it comes to Darius.
How about 19? Pretty good.
Pretty
19 is enough to exactly put me
pretty
to full. So that
Yeah.
means you don't need to spend all that time. So we spend 70 minutes bandaging ourselves up, and I'm now immune to treat wounds for 50 minutes.
So, by the way, I did get confirmation on Mark Stifer's podcast / Twitch channel that battle medicine and treat wounds are completely separate timers. And
Wow.
the interesting thing is that Jason Bowman said they're not, so that's why there's been confusion. And Mark said there are.
My guess is that an earlier version of the rules, battle medicine was just you do treat wounds as one action. And
Right.
they probably changed it to make them separate cooldowns because of all the inherent problems with having them share a cooldown.
Yeah, but the big important thing to remember with battle medicine is that it's not treat wounds. You don't remove the wounded condition. It doesn't do anything. It literally
Gives hit points.
It gives hit points. That's it. That's all it does. Now, treat wounds does a lot of things. It can treat extra wounds. If you spend more time, you can change the DC. You can get rid of wounds.
Diseases, treating, and poisons and
Sometimes.
whatnot.
Yeah, sometimes it can help with stuff like that. It's a very catch-all, but that's the thing. Battle medicine, because some people think, oh, battle medicine, and now I'm not dying anymore, but that's not how it works. So, battle medicine heals you. That's it. You literally rub some dirt in it, and you got nothing else. So now
What's
we
this
know.
cat icon?
Now we know. All right. Well, everyone's all healed up. The cat
Mhm.
icon is you being -2.
Oh, my charisma.
Your
Yes.
charisma, right? Which you will probably. It takes 24 hours. So
After
probably by
another
tomorrow
rest.
it'll be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, after a little over an hour patching up wounds, are we ready to go?
Ready to go.
Yes.
All right. So I think there's only one place that we haven't been yet, other than those double doors that spoke with us, and that is to the west through the animal menagerie, the mostly empty animal menagerie.
Yep.
Considering we did not see any actual priests or druids up there yet, I would be wary of such. Or maybe more corrupt animals, or both.
Hey, maybe
Considering how empty everything has been, I'm concerned.
maybe we finished. While we're here, we could ask the door.
Yes?
Excuse me, door. I think we finished the corruption.
Are you going to try to open the door?
No, I'm
I
gonna
think
talk to
she's
it.
asking.
She's just talking to the animals.
I'm
on the
gonna
door.
politely bow to the door, do a little curtsy, and then talk to it.
Nothing happens.
It doesn't seem to be very talkative right now.
And then I don't believe the corruption is completely removed.
Do you think we should try to open it?
I believe we should not until we have checked everywhere.
Okay, let's go. I'll follow you then.
I'm sure behind the scary double doors that spoke to you, there's a secret surprise party going on behind there. So I would not worry. I would not worry.
No, definitely behind that door is definitely cake and brownies, and it's like a big themed birthday party.
I'm expecting a big cake.
Please don't
Yep.
get Osteron started on sweet stuff.
A Gozra themed kids' birthday party with Gozra plates
Yeah.
and Gozra cups.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, maybe some figgy pudding.
Maybe it's a bowling
Oh,
party.
I love a figgy.
You know, this place has a lot of pretty cool things. It has the crypts. It has a petting
Yeah.
zoo. It might have a bowling alley.
This
place-
can open the
hermitage
place
has everything.
It does. You know,
Corrupt druids, strange demons, burning animals. It's
on the
best.
side, it actually serves as a very popular kids' birthday party spot. I'm telling you,
All right, you gotta
you wouldn't know it.
make
but
money somehow here in
hey,
Galarian.
man, the Hermitages, they
Everyone's got a night thing.
Yeah.
popular with the colleges, and you see all the dormitories, got rooms and everything. This place is party central.
Welcome to Hostel 3 or 4. Who knows where they're at now?
You just came on a bad day.
All right. Well, once we're all back gathered together in the menagerie, the empty menagerie, Alhara is going to take a quick look at this door to the west to make sure it doesn't look obviously trapped, and then open it up. Now, before we open it, is there anything we want to do? Because we know that this place is still corrupt.
Know
And if the
this.
door isn't opening, then there's a good chance that whatever's behind here is going to give us a bad time.
Agreed. How long does Hot Hands last, Hap?
It lasts for a little bit. Like, it's not the longest time. Let me think, and then I'll
It's
count
more
on
than
my.
instantaneously.
I mean, I think it'll be
lasts a
like
fight.
10. It's around a minute. You know.
Well, you know what? Hit me with it. And then we'll go open the door.
All right, if you're ready, here we go.
Me with your best shot.
Okay, so everybody, let's stack up on the door so we can do this surprise round correctly, and then we'll do it.
Let's do that. Let's do our hand jive, like this.
Yeah.
I don't
You
think
know, we
Lauren
slap
knows
hands.
what the hand jive is.
I get it.
Hap
It's a
and
custom
Darius
handshake.
have a custom handshake that at the end it becomes Magic Fang.
Magic Fang. Yeah. All right.
So that means, Lauren, we have to somehow practice this where we both live for the next time PaizoCon happens.
But what if? But I'm about to move. That'll be me living in two different places.
Well, you're not next door to me, so we can't practice physically. My point is,
Okay.
we have to come up with one remotely,
Okay.
practice with our spouses,
Okay.
and the hopes that when we do meet, we must do it before we even speak to each other
Okay.
correctly, or we cannot speak the whole con.
These are some odd rules y'all are coming up with.
So wait, let me just see. We have a couple of movies that Roll for Combat is now starting. The Roll for Combat movie club, where you have to watch these certain movies and then talk about them on the Roll for Combat channel. A couple of episodes ago, we had The Last Dragon.
All right.
I saw show up on a lot of lists this weekend as a fantastic movie and a lot of fun to watch. It was coming up all over the place.
Super fun.
Very fun movie. And now I'm going to add Grease to that list, where you actually see them do the hand jive in the middle of that. Classic. So if you have not seen those movies, you must. Anyhow, Lauren, I'm looking at you, Lauren, because I know you've probably seen neither movie. Now, The Last Dragon I can understand, but Grease? Come on, Grease?
I hate Grease.
Oh, that
My
is
cousins and
fighting
sisters have
words.
watched it so much.
It's the most annoying thing I've ever seen in my life.
The music is so good in that movie. All right. Anyhow, so
All right.
you did some hand jive. What else is going on? Anyone else doing anything? Anyone else getting ready, putting up things, doing stuff, being
Well, the
happy?
Hand jive is going to be the last thing we do before we kick in the door. So.
Yep.
Got it. So you're gonna kick in that door.
As soon as the door opens, Alhara wants to tumble into the room to face whatever's before her.
You open up the door. You see a large stone chamber that has a smooth tile floor bearing abstract spiral patterns that evoke whirlpools or tornadoes. 4 small glowing orbs, one in each corner, brightly illuminate the room. Hooks on the walls hold wicker baskets with dozens of fur, felt, and bone toys, clearly intended for animals. The center of the room bears a large circle of spiky glyphs drawn in blood. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. So you also see this female druid that seems to be doing some weird incantation in the center of the room. And inside of the runes, you see a gray wolf that lies within the circle. Its front and hind legs are bound to keep it from fleeing. It appears to be completely motionless. You can't tell if it's alive or dead. In addition, you also see up in the rafters a eagle or hawk made of air. As you tumble in, let's see who goes when and who surprised whom.
Is that the Zephyr Hawk?
It could be.
That thing is
That thing.
dynamite.
Roll for
They
combat.
Zephyr Hawks are dynamite. All right, I will give everyone a slight bonus on their initiative checks, which is good because the evil druid
Wow.
rolled a freaking 28. but
Gross.
Darius rolled a 27, and I'm giving him an extra +2. I'm giving everyone a +2, so it doesn't really affect anyone except Alhara, who will go before the Zephyr Hawk, and Darius, who will also now go before
Clutch.
Clarissa. Clarissa,
You know what that
looks
gives
up.
you? Mountain stance.
It gives you, oh no, who is interrupting our sacred ritual of fun time and happiness? That signals you to go, Darius.
Oh yeah, that's exactly
Yep.
what that means.
Fun time and happiness is obviously Darius.
That's me.
Does the druid say anything?
Do I say anything?
No,
Who's
she
the
you burst
druidess?
open. She just looks up and she's like, she's like,
Oh,
all
okay.
shocked. And Darius goes first. She didn't even get to go. She doesn't say anything. She's just shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
Good morning, and you're going to have to stop all of this as he runs up to her and then punches her a bunch.
No, don't do that.
Diplomacy hurts.
Diplomacy with your fists.
So make sure. Are you going to step through the runes? With
I
the
go
wolf?
around it. I go diagonally
5, 10,
down.
15, 20,
15,
25,
20,
that's
25.
30.
Yeah, I move 30.
Okay.
I move 35 because I'm
Oh,
a
okay.
monk.
Yeah.
Then
Oh,
I
okay.
take Shapoof, the mountain stance. My
Okay.
thighs swell by 10%, at least, maybe 12. Muscles tighten across his body. The oil somehow becomes oilier, and he unleashes a flurry of blows.
That is so unfair. But
I'm invested in
Understood.
this combat now.
Papoom! First shot, 26.
26.
Wow.
Was she surprised? Is she
Well-
flirted?
No, that's not how it works anymore. But you still
Yeah.
hit her.
I like hitting. One shot.
And you do. How much damage do you do?
Wow.
A little.
7.
7.
Oh my
Magic
god.
Ping.
7. Oh, I see. I forgot. So you do. You would have done great, except you didn't.
I hit her. I feel that's great.
You hit her.
The-
You hit
the
her.
bar is
So
very
boom,
low.
boom. You hit her. She's shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
And this one, second strike. Ooh, 23. And add 1
You
to
hit
that
her
damage
again.
because the strikes are progressively more damaging.
I was wondering when you
Whoa.
remember forceful.
Yeah, when I hit
so
more than once, I
12.
will.
So 12 points
This
of
is
damage.
the first time the whole podcast I've heard you do this.
Sad face.
This is the second time out of the many times we've played. So there's 2 shots. Wham! Wham!
Wham!
11 points of
Wham!
damage.
Wham!
And now she
Wham,
makes
bam.
a DC 19.
You mean 12 points of damage.
Oh, 12, my pardons. And
That's
a DC 19 fortitude save or be stunned unless she's super high level and blah blah blah.
Well, she's not super high level, but she makes a 24.
But she makes a
so
save.
She makes her save. You are done, correct?
I am now done.
Just from you alone, this was a successful surprise round.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes. Yes.
Lowered expectations.
Please,
Yeah.
please, please, please. You think you have her? You think she's scared? She's not scared.
No one's ever afraid of us.
That's right. That's right.
Aren't you the clowns from the circus? Oh, I'll get you. How dare you?
Well, maybe she's a little scared. I can't tell. I can't tell.
I can make her scared.
Yeah, that's called fear. How about that?
Well, she's going to do something for fun. Funsies and happiness. She sees you run up to her. You punch her in the face. Meanwhile, this poor wolf, the glowing appears and the energies are flowing into it. And she's like, "No, how dare you! Hurry, my wolf! Come, fight for me!"
Scary.
Mm.
She runs into the corner, and then she casts a spell.
Oh no.
Is it called Explains It All? That'd
It's
be a good spell.
called
Carlessa.
Clarissa Explains Flaming Sphere on top of Darius.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh
Oh yeah!
no!
So Darius, give me the good old reflex save as the sphere of pain drops on top of you. A 16 will not do it. I
Okay.
am sorry. So the flaming sphere will do a whopping, that's right, 3d6 does 6 points of damage to Darius.
Nice.
That sucked. Atron's up. That's on top of you, Darius. I just don't want to put it right on top of you. But
Do these runes look familiar to me at all?
you're going to spend an action to double
Yes,
check
I will
them?
gladly to better understand them, see if I recognize them, whatever.
You spend a few seconds to quickly look at them, and you understand that this wolf is inside a summoning circle, and she appears to be trying to summon a demon into the wolf to corrupt it, just like those poor leopards were corrupted. And so right now, this is a totally fine wolf. And if you drag it out of the summoning circle or kill her before this finishes, the wolf will be spared. But right now, it is nothing more than a poor, poor, helpless animal.
Acheron will move in and try to pull the wolf out.
Sure, go right ahead.
Can I fly into rage at the sight of this?
Yeah, I
Can
think
you-
Acheron's disturbed.
Can you Arula Vodic the wolf?
No, we
No,
are
I
not going to hurt
cannot.
them.
No, meaning
Oh, I see.
like
I see.
nicely lift it.
No,
I like that you're trying to remember the words, though. I'm so happy.
I mean, I feel
We've
like
only
I
heard
A,
them
remembered
every
it perfectly. B, now it's a verb.
I love it. Yeah, so Acheron moves in quickly and just says, she's trying to corrupt this wolf, and they will try to pull out.
Okay, so you spend one action, you run in. Just roll a d20. Let me just make sure.
Sure.
Just so we can get a general gist. The wolf is pretty big, so it's kind of heavy. So let's see if you. Oh, you roll a 1.
Oh no.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah,
I
you
demon
have
enters
normal
you.
strength, too. Come
I
on.
know. Well, I can't give it to you on a 1. You know that. So you try to, but you can't grab purchase. You're having some trouble. So maybe next round.
It's a scared animal. It's resisting you.
It's actually not. It's all tied up.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
actually.
terrified. It's all tied up. They just got bad purchase. Hap is up.
All right. I'm going to do something dangerous. I hope you all come and help me not die after this. But it's what I need to do. I'm going to move 25 feet with one action.
That's not very dangerous.
But I'm adjacent to the Zephyr Hawk. And I am now going to do a level 2 Burning Hands on both the Zephyr Hawk and Clarissa.
Ooh.
Oh, hap, yes.
Haha, fire.
Max, well, that's not max. There's a lot of dice here. All right, DC 29 reflex save.
Okay.
The
let's
hawk will make
see.
it. It's literally made of wind.
So the hawk will. It's a reflex save.
Yes.
25 for the hawk. They still take half damage.
So 10 damage, which is still something.
It's not nothing.
24 on Clarissa. So they each
Jeez.
take 10. It's actually a lot of damage. So
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
that's a good use of the
ton
spell.
of damage.
Especially like they made
Yeah.
their save.
Even failing, you do 20 points of damage. Which
Yeah,
is...
and I'll do it again next turn too, if they don't kill me, and they might. I need some help right now.
We're coming.
Okay,
Hey,
they,
I can barely move a wolf. I'll
yeah,
get there.
they both got hit pretty bad. Alhara's up!
All right, so Alhara sees Atron run up and try to pull the wolf out, but slip on some ash or something. Is the wolf still in the circle?
Yes, the wolf is still in the circle.
Okay. In that case, Alhara is going to move. Oh, and I have a question. Was I able to get panache when I...
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, sweet. Sweet, sweet panache. Fantastic. That'll make this so much easier. So Alhara moves up adjacent, right in between Clarissa, the Zephyrhawk, and the wolf, and she is going to... She's going to do something dumb. So she's got her bow staff. She's going to drop her bow staff as a free action because she can't shove with it in her hands, and she is going to shove the wolf and try to roll it out of the circle.
Nice.
Okay.
No, it's pretty
That doesn't
cool.
feel dumb to me. That feels pretty smart.
Ooh, critical.
That's a natural
Critical.
super duper.
So you can-
Cool. So the wolf moves up to 10 feet, and I don't have to go with it. So I'm not gonna. I want to stay
Awesome.
here. In my third action, so Alhara is weaponless currently, and there's a Zephyrhawk, but I don't want it going after Hap. So the third action is going to be attempting to do a grab maneuver on the Zephyrhawk.
Is that against its fortitude?
It's against its fortitude.
You'll probably get it. It's made out of wind. How much
mean-
fortitude can it have?
I know, and I get a +1 on this because I already have panache, and then -5 because of multi-attack penalty. So it's at a -4 overall. So 29
Oh,
-4, 25 against its fortitude DC.
25. Yeah, you hit it. So what are you trying to
Fantastic.
grab it?
I'm just grabbing it. Yep. So Alhara jumps up and grabs the two little legs of this Zephyrhawk and lands on the ground, just holding it by its legs.
This is cute.
Okay, it's grabbed. You're
And
done?
that is my 3 actions.
Okay, the Zephyrhawk can still attack you. I mean, it's
It can, yeah. It's flat-footed. It's got some conditionals, but
not much of a difference though.
-2's the difference.
It doesn't get a -2 to attack.
Oh, for flat. Oh, that's right. That's right.
And if anything, she has actually Alhara now is a -2 to herself.
yeah. I mean, we both will have this condition, but it's held placed by another creature. It gives it the flat-footed, immobilized conditions, and if it tries to attempt a manipulate action, whatever that is, anything with a manipulate keyword, then it has to succeed at a flat check.
Right, basically, if it tries to take something out of its pocket.
Or cast a spell. That's okay. Mostly I'm just trying to get its attention. So
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're doing. It actually doesn't get to do a super cool circling attack, which is like
Yeah, no, that was very
freaking
effective.
awesome. So all it does is it's just attacks Alhara over and over again because that's all it can do.
that's fair.
Approved.
A wing attack, critical.
Oh, jeez.
Seriously?
Oh my god.
We're not meant to live,
24
y'all.
points of damage. Now, I just want
What?
everyone to know that these are all open rolls.
A max damage crit?
I just happen
Yep.
to be amazing at rolling dice. I always
Why do you
have been.
always do this? Every
I
fight.
Don't know.
24 points, max damage crit on the opening attack from this like crappy little Zephyrhawk. This is
I had hope,
unconscionable.
that this was going to be like, you know what? We're going to get do this
Second
well.
attack.
Just use tactics, you
It
guys.
is-
That's
you
all
guys
you
are
need
doing-
is tactics.
You guys are doing great. I've done
We are
one
doing great
baby
until
attack
just now.
on a
It's
level.
okay.
Well, it's
Just
actually,
one
it's actually a
roll.
level 3. It's actually a level 3 hawk. So
Yeah.
I'll do
Oh,
attack
boy.
bonus at -4. Let's see what happens. Oh my god!
Another
I'm
critical.
critical!
Oh, another critical!
Twice in a row?
I'll see you guys next Sunday. This is stupid.
We're all gonna
I'm
die.
done. This is.
I swear to God, I'm not doing anything.
You're a programmer.
crap.
You were
I
cheating
didn't
somehow.
touch it. No, I'm not. And now it's free. It's going to
Does-
attack Hap.
Does Roll20 have like webhooks you can like attach
You
JavaScript
monitor.
to?
Yeah.
Oh well, it misses Hap. It's a critical miss. I rolled a 6.
I could have used that.
Look at that. I rolled a 3. No, I rolled actually.
Roll a 5.
I rolled a 3 minus 8 plus
A 3,
11. Yeah, so
If I free
you know,
the
it's not
wolf, can
all
you play
bad.
that?
It's not all bad. I mean, she's only dying too.
Do you have
Darius
you
is
have
up.
a hero
You got a
point? I
big-
think you're
you
gonna
got
need
a
it.
big thing of fire on you.
Great, I'm leaving. Bye.
Holy cow.
Darius just grabs his sister and leaves.
I move. Yeah, right. F this. We're gonna open up. Move, and then I do battle medicine.
Can you stand so
There
that
you
I'm
go.
not gonna hit you with the big burning hands?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I
I'm-
need to, and then I need to punch this lady.
No, I know, but if you stand like in this, all right.
You can
Where do
do
you
it
want me to
against
stand?
the wall. You can do it against the wall that you
Oh.
don't
You
hit
can do it against the
anymore.
wall. Yeah.
Yeah. You can do that. It's totally fair. You can just do a straight line and then angle it into the wall, so you only hit the hawk.
Okay.
Girl. Yeah, you're fine with that. 16. Good job. Whew.
Barely made it.
6. Man, you have a 75% chance of making it, and yet you don't. You heal 14.
Yeah,
She's
14.
back. It's like no. It's like it was just a 6-second timeout. That's all it was.
And then I flurry of blows.
It's like it never happened. I really wouldn't worry about it. It was so minor, and you hit. Look at that.
Hit. Oof. 14 damage.
And you did maximum damage. Look at that.
Those are good.
She's almost dead.
Oh, second shot. 22.
Oh, you hit 2 times?
Yes,
Oh,
please,
man, I
please.
forgot. It's
Flurry of
stupid.
blows.
Yeah.
You-
Flurry of
not-
blows.
You're not allowed any aw mans after that bull crap you just pulled on Alhara.
Done.
Look at that. You killed her
But
in one
now
round.
the real enemy of the Zephyr Hawk rises.
Yes.
Oh no.
It was a Zephyr Hawk the whole time. Head druid, archdruid, Zephyr Hawk.
Yeah, it's possessed by a Baylor or something. It's just really dangerous.
You find out the Zephyr Hawk was actually using ventriloquism to talk through the woman. It's like,
Yeah.
you killed my minion, now I kill you.
Stop attacking me!
Atron is up. Okay, she's
Um,
dead. She killed her. Look at 1 round. You guys are doing great. Alhara, no one saw that happen. She went down
Oh my
for like a
God.
second.
Let us never speak
She
of this
grabs,
again.
she grabs the bird and immediately throttles her with its like windy wings, knocking her
No.
unconscious.
The Zephyr Hawk pulled a knife.
I
It had
got you.
wing-
I
No,
got you.
no. The problem is
It was
Alhara
wing
pulled a
attacks.
knife. Zephyr Hawk
No.
pulled a gun. That's
But
the
yeah,
problem.
it must have pulled like a gun. It had a gun and it shot Alhara.
No, those are wing attacks. It just like beat her to death with its wings.
Atron.
Well,
That doesn't
to
make
0.
any sense.
For those of you in the movie club, that is from the movie The Untouchables, which you should also see.
I'm pretty
Anyhow,
sure that she's got a concussion now.
who is up next? Atron. What is Atron going to do? The wolf is out. The wolf is out of the circle. The circle is dissipating. The runes are disappearing now that she's dead. The wolf is all tied up and fine.
Hey, I've got a
it's
guess.
A little scared.
Arula Voldic.
I don't know.
That's a good guess, isn't it?
He has to do his own turn.
Just waiting to see if anyone else has anything else to say.
Nope. You go.
Atron was leaning forward, so they straighten up and they glare at the Zephyr Hawk, eyes widening, as they use Evil Eye.
Hmm.
Aw.
We'll save DC 19.
Fail.
Whoa.
Critical failure.
Ooh.
See, I
so
swing
they-
both ways. Pretty hard.
You heard that here, folks.
Happy
Yeah.
Pride,
Swings
everybody!
both ways.
So that is
By the
Frightened
way,
2.
you can hear that in the movie Johnny Dangerously. Another excellent movie.
Ooh, nice. And then indeed, Atron chants Erula Voldic and sends something from this room flying at it. I assume there's something.
There's
loose.
a lot of chew toys and other animal byproducts. So you send a chewy at the hawk.
Yeah. Okay. Using telekinetic projectile.
Squeaky.
So I have a rogue with telekinetic projectile, and she just carries a dagger that she uses
Ooh.
as her projectile.
That's attack of 20
Well,
versus
you're
its
lucky
armor class,
it's
-2.
frightened because that would have missed otherwise.
Woohoo! Max damage of 12.
Yeah, you did a lot of damage. You hit it. Doesn't like that.
Yay!
Hap is up.
I mean, I'm probably not going to need any more spells today, right?
It wasn't max damage, by the way.
Yeah,
One of them was max
It was
damage.
green damage, so something was max in it. I'm gonna.
It's 2d6.
I'm gonna play a little bit more conservatively. I'm not gonna waste a spell since it's just the hawk left. What I'll do is I'm gonna take my my stance with 1 action for guidance on myself, and then 2 actions for produce flame with my +1 from guidance.
Damn. I think this hawk's going to be no more very quickly.
Ooh.
Nice.
You hit. You do 13 points of damage.
Which is exactly average, by the way.
Still alive.
Awkward.
That's 3 actions for me.
Alhara, you're on the ground. You dropped everything. What you going to do?
Alhara doesn't need a weapon. She's learned a couple tricks from her brother about fighting unarmed, so she is going to suddenly become conscious and laying on the ground, sees the hawk still flying around in the air, wings smoldering. She kicks her legs up in the air and does like a twirling kick to get herself up in the air as she pushes herself up off the ground. So I'm going to spend 1 action to stand and 1 action to strike with an unarmed strike. And this is going to be a confident finish as well.
Yeah, 23. You hit it. You killed it.
Fantastic.
And the
Nice.
hawk is dead. The girl
My third
is
action is to
dead.
pose, by the way.
Yeah.
Make a performance check.
That was it. See that? Look how fast that combat was. Flawless victory for 3 out of 4 of you.
Yet again, someone went down. Every combat, somebody's gonna go down, apparently.
Hey, what do you want from me?
Just not roll over 18 every time you touch a die.
I wasn't rolling 18s. I was rolling 20s. I rolled
over
1.
18.
You
Yeah.
know
Oh, look,
what?
a bird made of air. We're gonna
That-
die.
That critical miss
Oh no, everybody!
on the will
it's a,
save was actually
It's
a
an
big
old lady
deal.
with an infected foot. You better run.
Watch out, it's some lukewarm kitty cats. This is our doom.
What do you want? Dice love me. I'm sorry.
At least something does.
Ataran will look to the
That's
wolf.
true.
Presumably the wolf is not corrupted yet, if we can...
Oh, yeah. I want to make a
Free
nature
it?
check on the wolf. See how it's doing. See
It's
if they did anything else to it.
terrified, and it is tied up with its front and hind legs bound. What do you do?
I'm
Oh.
so sad.
Can I
Let's
give it
carry it outside.
treat wounds before we carry it? I don't want to move it if it's hurt.
Is it hurt?
You
Is it
look
hurt?
at it,
Yeah.
and it has a few streaks of red in its gray fur and pinpoints of red light glow in its eyes. It looks like a little bit of the ritual was seeped into it, but it doesn't seem to be menacing you or attacking you. It seems to be sitting there, terrified but calm.
Ataran, is this wolf cursed?
I believe we moved it before the ritual could actually corrupt it. She was trying to summon a demon into the wolf directly.
Hap is sitting down and just petting it. Poor baby. It's going to be okay.
Meanwhile, Alhara is going to check on the druid lady that we, I think, just knocked unconscious. Is that right, Darius? Non-lethal damage?
Correct. Unconscious for the last hit.
So definitely going to look through her pockets for loose change, remove any weapons or spell magic-y looking things from her, make sure she's not a threat. Tie her up.
You tried to... She's not dead?
No,
I didn't-
she was hit with non-lethal damage.
I didn't want to kill her.
Oh.
We need to talk to her and get some answers.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, she has the same stuff as everyone else, which is... what does she have? She has a trident, hide armor, gray robes. There's a wooden shield in the corner, and she has on her a key as well.
Oh,
And
key.
all of it's magic?
None of it is magic.
None of it is magic. Okay.
I'm going to examine the nun.
You can examine the what?
The nun, that's magic. You said none was magic.
I said none of it was magic.
None of it
Yeah.
is magic.
I know I'm messing with you.
But if you're going to mess with me, you have to... That's a cheat. You can't use cheats.
But definitely get that key.
So Alhara's definitely going to get the key, mention it to everyone else. There's a key.
Does it look like either of the any keys we found?
It does. It looks like one of the other keys you found.
All right.
I will. If this wolf is this wolf not hurt? It just has magical effects on it. Is that the deal?
Yeah, it just seems a little scared.
All right. I will. If you want to release the wolf,
Oh, it's got some of the bad stuff in it. Shouldn't we take it back to the Abadar priest first?
I don't know. Ataran, is it dangerous?
It is a wolf. Of course, it is dangerous.
It's not dangerous. It's just an animal.
Darius will
isn't that
stand
what
next
makes it
to the
dangerous?
druid woman to make sure when she wakes up, she doesn't pull anything funny.
Otteron takes a few moments and disturbs where the ritual was. Tries to,
Break the
mess up
circle
some
and
of the
things.
runes that are painted or
Sure.
drawn. Make
Yep.
sure it's
There's just
ruined.
blood, so you could just mess it up. It's easy.
Okay.
I mean, Hap thinks the wolf is fine. It just was a little scared.
I
and-
think, provided
Oh,
it is
okay.
calmed down, I think you are free to unbind it.
No, we should do that outside so it doesn't feel trapped.
How about we take the trussed up Carlessa and the wolf and go outside, and then let the wolf go, and then wake Carlessa up and see what she has to say.
Yes, we will need
Okay.
a holding room for her. Yes.
Why don't you just hold her over the edge of the cliff when you wake her up?
Well, let's just wake her up first. If she's tied up,
Oh
She
yeah,
cannot
leaving
move?
her tied up.
she's tied up. We will bring her outside. She will awaken, and we will see how far gone she is.
Well,
Any servant of Gozra who would try to do this to a wolf is not in their right mind.
That is
Steve, what was that guy's
absolutely
name?
true.
The
I
dude
don't
that
know.
we're here looking for?
You're looking for Harlock Hamdell?
Harlock.
Harlock Hamdell.
Haven't seen him yet.
Maybe we should open that last room in case Harlock's in there.
Which room?
The last room, the room with the door.
I'm
Isn't
sure
that it?
he is at this point. Otherwise, he's been taken out.
No, everyone
But-
got a hero point, by the way. So
Oh,
everyone now
nice.
has 2.
Ooh.
Nice, saving the wolf. You get a
But I
hero
think we
point.
should deal with her and this wolf first in case she will tell us anything about that.
Yes.
But maybe
Room?
Harlock can help us. He can tell us stuff about her.
I'm
Which
more
room is
hoping
this?
she will know what is up with Hotlock. Perhaps what is holding him?
Oh, you're saying she's in the room that the door where the animals spoke to us?
Yes, Harlock might be behind that door. We didn't find the body, so where else would he be?
I hope so.
If he's still in here.
We're going through that ray anyway. You could ask and see if it has worked.
Okay, let's
Unless
ask
the
door.
corruption removal requires Carlessa's death.
I think we need to make sure we are ready to face anything beyond those doors before we open them.
My head still hurts from that hawk.
For example, your
y-
sister.
Then let's go outside and rest.
Yes.
Then come back in.
Yes.
By the way, Hap, that's a cool spell. The one that makes all the stars and stuff. It's really neat.
Yeah, I've been practicing it. It's one of my favorites.
You're really good at making the rooms fill up with twinkly lights.
Yep, that's what's happening.
No, she's been hurt.
Nobody tell Alhara what really happened. I like the imagery of she's like, I grab you, bird. Ah, what happened? Oh, was that a spell? Must have been. So what are you doing? You're bringing the wolves to the front?
Wolf and Carlessa are going
Yes.
with us outside. We're all outside now.
So, Alhara has rope stuff, right?
Yep.
Can you tie a knot on the wolf that we can pull from a distance to let loose?
Oh, like a leash?
Sure, just one we can
Oh,
Let-
to release it from a distance.
to release it from a distance.
Sure.
It's so scared it might try to bite one of us.
So Alhara's going to use her rope to tie the wolf up again with a different
Mm-hmm.
knot,
Different knot.
essentially. That that she can, give a sharp tug to and yank loose, and then remove the existing rope, and then we can all move back into the supply area, leaving the wolf out there. And that way we're inside, and then through the doorway she'll pull on her own rope. If you want me to roll rope lore, I can try that.
Yeah, roll your rope lore. Let's see how it goes.
23.
Oh my god, you actually have rope lore. I forgot. You're
I
one of
do.
the only people in this game that actually has a rope lordship.
I mean, I do because of my background, honestly. If it wasn't for the background, I probably wouldn't have it.
Well. I wonder where you learned to tie them ropes.
Ask Otteron.
Well, yeah, sure. You have a very nice setup where you could quick release the wolf at will.
Cool. All right, so we'll do that and let the wolf sort of wander off on its own. Start a new breed of slightly demonic wolves. It'll be fantastic.
Bye, Charles. I named him Charles.
So what are you going to do? You're pulling it up? You're pulling up the rope?
Yeah. That's exactly what we're going to do then. We're going to sort of just make sure that we're standing back away from it and then release the wolf into the wild.
Okay, you release the wolf, and it looks skittish and starts running around like in circles and starts doing like some wolf things and looking playful and happy, and then it comes back and just kind of sits near Otteron and just sort of sits there.
Okay.
Otteron, care to explain?
You made a friend.
Otteron, can I roll a nature check to get a better understanding of what I think is happening?
Sure. The wolf seems to like you guys, and then it walks over to Alhara and kind of like looks at you and starts panting.
Carefully scratch it behind the ears.
It likes that. It's like it seems to like you guys, all four of you, and just sort of hanging around.
It seems okay, Hap.
Wolves are pack animals. Perhaps it understands we saved it.
Maybe this wolf was one of the companions of a druid here?
That's why we should ask Harlock.
Or
It actually goes right up to Hap and definitely starts like pulling on Hap's dress a little to play with you.
Oh, you want more pets? I've got more pets for you. Come here.
Otteron, didn't you say the druids could turn into creatures?
Yes.
I bend down to the wolf. Are you Harlock?
The wolf just licks your face.
Either he's in denial.
Shake if you're Harlock, and then I'll offer a hand.
I actually I want you guys to understand something. This hermitage has priests. There's some druids, but it's almost all priests.
Oh, it's also
Okay.
worshippers. Okay.
Yeah. This is actually 95% priests. Somehow you got it through your head, you're thinking you're dealing with
Yeah, just a bunch of
druids,
druids.
but they're not. There's one or two, yes, but they're very rare. They don't have a lot of druids. They're all
Oh,
priests.
the fact that they were evil just made us think they were all druids.
No,
Oh
it
my
made
gosh.
Otteron think they were all druids, and they infected the rest of you. I said they were druids. They
My
are
anti-druid campaign is working.
priests.
Oh my
It is
God.
working.
Traveling the land, spreading the word of anti-druidism.
That's it. My level 4 feat is a druid dedication.
And the fact that they happen to have a petting zoo that they use to rededicate and heal animals really has more to do with Gozra than anything else. If anything, they're funny. They are druids, but not druids. Like if there were a druid priest, they would be them, but they're not. They're priests. They just happen to like animals a lot.
I mean, nature domain is a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I've tried to have Otteron
Yeah,
say
we
priest
get
a
it.
couple times. Just they're assuming there's a predominance of druids.
Yeah, they just presume that everything evil is a druid, no matter what it is. There's a demonic creature, druid, dragon, druid. Oh, ghoul, druid. They're all
Pretty sure druids can
druids.
shape change into demons too. Yep.
Demons are druids too.
Yeah.
Everything's a druid.
They're druids of the
Oh my gosh.
layers of the abyss.
So,
That's right.
okay,
Yeah.
well, we can move on from this.
Yes. The wolf is following Hap.
Oh, no. Hap and the wolf are rolling around on the ground, wrestling. So, Darius, can we keep him? Can we keep him?
We should actually keep an eye on it. In case
That
it
means
has
we
been
can keep
infected.
you. I'm going to name you Charles. You'll be Chuck. You'll be my best buddy.
I wonder how the bear will feel about this.
Bardoff's a big sweetie. He won't be jealous.
Yes.
I can't wait till you get to meet Bardoff. Bardoff's my other best friend. You're going to like him so much.
Everyone will enjoy wolf and bear.
You know, if someone did have an animal companion, you probably could take this pretty cool wolf with red streaks and red eyes as its buddy, but No one decided to go down that path.
You all got on me about summon animal
I
because
didn't.
it used
Well,
an
summon
extra
animal.
action
This
every
is,
turn.
No, this is animal
an extra.
companion. Animal
Yeah, you
companion's
still have to use
different.
an action every turn. The action economy is brutal.
You know what? In our Plaguestone campaign, Jason had no problem with his cat.
Yeah, because he barely used it.
Yeah, and he also wasn't a spellcaster that had to use 2 actions to do anything.
Well,
We should make
We'll
sure
see.
to heal up before we go inside. How are you
We should
feeling,
make sure to
Alhara?
talk to this crazy woman first.
My head still hurts.
We're not going anywhere until we take care of ourselves for another hour or 2.
I do have train animal. I could actually just train it
so
without it being an animal companion.
I'm going to go do something that's relevant to the campaign and rest in the shed over there.
Please do.
Yes, let's quickly move through heals so we can open up that room and find Harlock.
Wait, Carlessa is here. This woman is here and alive. Are we waking her up to talk to her? I'm going to start to do that.
Can we
Alhara's
heal?
taking a nap, so.
Alhara?
Take
Okay.
a nap, Alhara.
All right, that's fine. We got this.
So she's tied up. Darius will wake up this woman.
Where are you waking her up?
I'm right in front of you.
So, what are you doing? You tell me.
We're waking her up.
Waking her up. I said it.
And how is she just? How is she bound?
Her hands are bound behind her back, so are her legs. She's a handle. Like I can lift her up as a unit, and I'm holding her arm.
Yeah.
Keep my hand grappled to her. She's held down.
And we dipped her in glue and then let it dry.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. She wakes up, and she just snarls at you and says, "That's it."
What were you doing? What is this place? What have you done to it?
Interlopers, you would not understand.
Explain it to us.
No,
Why were you harming that wolf? What happened to the other creatures?
I didn't harm them. I made them larger, stronger, so they can kill hunters. Traps are killing the animals. Now those hunters will become the hunted.
You have corrupted animals, which is antithesis to your faith. How do you explain this?
I just did. I didn't corrupt them. I made them kill the people that are hunting them.
You made them unnatural. Killing's just a part of
Demonic
nature.
force.
Hunting isn't nature. How dare you? This is
People
that
are just
hunting for
animals
sports.
too.
Yes, you are an animal. All 4 of you are horrible animals. You all
Perhaps you
deserve to get put down.
should explain more about the demons. Why are there demons here? Why are you working with demons?
Why not?
Skin-wearing demons.
Who taught you how to put demons in animals? That's not Gozra stuff.
Gozer's weak.
So
Oh?
who is your worship?
She just closes her mouth and looks away, closes her eyes, ignoring you.
Perhaps you should answer, or else maybe my friends will tell you what I did to the last priest of Gozra who did not work with us, and I'd like to intimidate.
Are you serious? Okay? I want to aid with this intimidate because I'm gonna have It was pretty bloody, and a lot nicer than what I would do.
I am attempting to coerce.
Well, I fail with a 5, but I don't harm, so no minuses.
Okay, you try to intimidate her. She's not even paying attention to you.
Well, Audron didn't roll yet.
Did you roll for me, or do I need to roll?
That's my roll. You see there.
Oh, hold on, I'm looking it up.
It's an intimidation check against target's will DC, so I can probably roll it.
Sure.
And I did worse than Hap somehow. Great.
You roll a 10.
Yeah, 2 plus 8.
She looks at you and says,
I can't roll today.
"You're gonna kill me anyhow. I'm not sharing anything with either of you. Go ahead. Kill me. Get
Do
it
you
over
kn-
with.
Do you know who Harlock is?
Got nothing to say to you. Just waiting for you to kill me. Like you did everyone else."
Only one. The rest are still unconscious or locked up. So you have options.
I mean, not the 5 people out here. They're definitely dead.
She's looking around. She sees a whole bunch of dead people, slurks, ghoul. So she's like, "Guess I'll be number 6. She just defiantly puts up her head, waiting for you to slay her.
Your kin have been attacking us. What are we supposed to do?
You cannot have a moral, ethical conversation with someone who is disturbed. I think we all know this. Also out of character, we all know this now, I think.
She's just waiting for you to kill her.
Should we wait and give Alhara an opinion? She was pretty upset last time.
Oh, no, I think you should knock her unconscious for now. We can always ask her
I'm not
again.
gonna go hit Alhara.
No, Kara, this woman.
Oh, yeah.
I can non-lethally put her back out again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at this rate, you're gonna give her brain
What's the
damage.
plan? After so I knock her out. What is the plan? Are we bringing her back
Find
to town for
Harlock.
being arrested?
Find
Find Harlock?
Harlock.
Yes. No. I understand the plan with this woman.
That's what
don't
I
know.
mean. Find Harlock is the
Let's
next step
knock
in
her
our plan
out
with this
first,
woman.
then we talk
Knock her
about
out
the
first.
plan.
Yes, she's knocked out. Kabao. Bing
Kapow.
bong.
Bonk.
Bing bong bing.
She goes crumbling to the ground.
Optimally, we will find Harlock, and he will know something about this.
Exactly.
And then we'll have to make a decision about who goes where. Maybe if
Okay.
we're lucky, Harlock will have a solution.
Then let's wait in the storehouse for an hour or so.
We
Help
should
Alhara,
bind her mouth, gag her.
and we gag her, bind her, and we'll put her in, in that wagon.
Let's put her in that bedroom where the other one was.
Just put her in that crate. We're not going to be gone for long. She won't even notice.
I think we can lock her in that one bedroom.
All right.
No, they're all. You can open them from the inside. These are not prisons.
Let's
But
just
she will
put
be
her in
bound
the
and
crate,
gagged.
nail it
She was
back
bound and
down.
gagged. Then we can, we can nail it down. We'll do what we did last. They did last time. They nailed it down.
Wait, we did that last time?
Well, no, they did it with the mayor.
Oh, they had him locked in a box?
They wedged the door. No, they wedged the door closed in one of those
Okay.
rooms.
All right, well, let's just do that and move on.
We
Well,
do
you
that.
still have the old couple, which have been in there for a full day, that you knocked unconscious and locked in the rooms. Don't forget they're still awake and alive. So
Okay.
That's fine.
maybe they're still alive. You haven't fed her,
In a
done
day?
anything with them
In
in
a
a
day.
day. So I guess we'll
They're
find out.
hungry. They need a Snickers. Oh, no.
There's a bath in there full of water. They can drink all they want.
You guys tied them up.
They can do the worm and get to the water.
We'll deal with
I
them
know.
on the way out, one step at a
We'll
time.
see
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah.
It's actually been half a day.
We put Carlessa in that bedroom where there's still blood and brains from when Alteron smashed out the Archdruid's head.
Ooh, the other one. Okay. All right.
We'll make
Should
sure
we-
she's bound and gagged.
Should we clean this up
Yes.
first, or are we sending a message?
We are sending a message, or at least I am.
All right. So 3 people bound and gagged that you know of. It's the lunchtime, and a dilemma as you feel like, wow, that was a pretty good fight. Maybe if we waited a day, we can get really strong and like storm into that last room. But that's a whole day, and you got 3
No.
people unconscious, and that you have to take care of and feed, and so it's up to you
need
guys.
to get
What
back
you
downtown as
gonna
quick as we
do?
can.
What you going to do? Okay.
Let's-
I'd say we wait about 40 minutes when Alhara wakes up from her nap and heal her up and go. Probably spend about 2 hours total, a little less than 2 hours healing and waiting.
All right, so we heal up, and then we go to the door.
Yep.
Yup.
And I trust Darius to make a heal check.
I'll aid.
You should trust me. I'm
I do.
trustworthy.
Have aid and have guidance, so I get...
Well, guidance takes
Guidance-
too much time,
Yeah.
but aid
guidance
is
takes
helpful.
one action. What are you talking about?
It-
Oh,
yeah.
I see. You can't
Yeah.
do it at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope, fail. Because aid's really hard in this edition.
23 is enough for a regular success there. That's not bad. So
Sure is.
2d8, and then we'll double it, and that'll be for an hour of healing, and we'll see where we're at. 8 for 16.
Yeah.
Why does it double?
Do it for
Uh,
an hour straight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, hit me one more time for another 10-minute heal, and then we'll probably be able to
You
go.
got it.
Between that and the conversation, it's essentially like 2 hours. Ooh, critical heal this time. There we
Nice.
go.
And this is a battle medicine, or... No,
No,
this
this
is
is all
just a
treat wounds.
second treat wounds. I understand.
Or it's
Okay.
taking a long time.
Yep.
Fixing my concussion.
All right, let's go to the door before we... Yeah. Oh,
There you go.
Super
Not
plenty. All right. Thanks.
Then you want to hit me? Give me a little something.
Get a
Little
little aid
sharks?
on
Oh
that.
yeah, sure.
Like a little 6-pointer.
No way.
All right. Oh, it's an aid. Oh, okay.
But 15 hit points. Should be plenty.
Beautiferous.
Almost max.
No, I'm done. I'm good.
Oh yeah, aid is irrelevant for you because it's assurance.
And we waited so long, I could have done that at the beginning, so it will essentially, you could use it right away again.
It's fine. You want more?
No, we're good.
You good? We're good? Okay.
Yeah, the only one who's on cooldown for heals is Alhara with treat wounds for 10 minutes, or for 50 more minutes, and that should be fine. Let's head to that last door and see if it'll open for us.
Good. Let's hope.
I'm just moving the token in there. I hope y'all are coming.
Otteron withdraws one of the heal scrolls to have in hand, just in case.
Good move.
Hello, Wolf.
Oh, Wolf.
Hello, door.
Wolf, I think you should wait outside or go home because this might be dangerous.
It
Is
might
it-
stay around till it gets scared.
Charles, sit and stay. You're gonna get hurt.
All right, Alhara is going to check the door again, make sure it doesn't look suspiciously trapped, and then politely ask, "We believe all the corruption is taken care of. May we enter?"
You hear a click.
Hey, there you go. Everyone ready?
I have 1 second level spell and 3 first level spells. I guess we can do hot hands.
That would be handy.
Yeah. Handy.
I've got Alchemist Fire and Holy Water. I don't have any buffing potions.
I think I'll also hold a heal scroll because I only need 1 hand to cast. So
You know what I might do? I'm going to use that Bracelet of Dashing right before we open the door. 9 rounds of 10-foot status speed. I probably won't need it, but hey,
that's
what the
good.
hell?
No, that's good. You might need it. You never know.
I might need it. Other than that, I don't really have any buff spells.
Are you ready to rumble? I was like, this will probably be scary beyond these doors, so I'll take out the scroll. And Steven's like, so, you might want to get ready for this.
I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of paper in front of me. This will be fine.
I mean,
You'll be
that could be 5
fine.
allies.
Is some people gonna die?
We're gonna find out soon enough.
Oh no, Zephyrhawk swarms!
Oh god, you wish. You wish. Zephyrhawks,
No, I don't. I'm afraid they would
They're
kill us all
they're really
instantly.
strong. They're one of the stronger, scarier things because they actually have an AC of 21. They're level 3. They look like nothing, but they're very hard. They have an amazing attack. They have the flyby attack, which is fantastic. They're great. They're one of the best monsters.
Zephyrhawks? Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're really, really, really good. All right.
I'm ready.
You heard the door unlock.
All right, so
This is the only room left in the entire place you haven't been in.
Everyone be prepared just in case there's something dangerous in there. And Alhara is going to activate her Bracelet of Dashing.
all right, so me and Otteron are going to hold Scrolls of Heal. So if we need them, it won't be an action to pull it out. And then as the last thing before we push the door open, hot hands.
Yeah, I took out my scroll.
How many more level? I think you're at a level.
I've got 2 more level 1s and 1 more level 2. I'm keeping a Word document on this computer where I track it.
Okay. And what about Otteron?
Just the scroll I had taken out.
No, what? How many spells do you have left? How many level 1 and level 2 spells do you have left?
I have my spiritual weapon left, and I have all my first level.
Okay.
I haven't used much of anything.
Okay. What are you
so
doing?
Alhara is ready to open the door and tumble into the room triumphantly to present herself before the folks that are obviously trapped in here and need to be freed, and not because there's something murderous lurking on the other side of the
How
door.
far do they want to tumble in? And give me a general direction.
Just to the other side, like 5 feet. Just a nice little, like, quick single flip or something.
Okay, so you'll move only 5 feet forward.
That works.
Just because sometimes I see you tumble and then you go 25 feet, so we need to start putting in exactly how far you go.
Well, I
So-
mean, most of the time, if I'm tumbling into an unknown room, it'll probably just be to the other side of the door.
Right.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming that there's somewhere there to land, and not like I'm going to end up flipping off the ledge or something.
Well, just because, so that will be always one action. Just
In this sort of instance where I'm
Got it.
just moving into a room acrobatically. Got to start with that panache.
We'll see. Okay. You open the door.
Ooh, pretty.
Povinace.
You're going to be in trouble.
Look at all the stuff.
Beyond the door is a large and resplendent shrine to Gozra, the wind and the waves. The floor, which bears a mosaic depicting Gozra's battle against Rovagug in the defense of all creation, is broken by two narrow moats. One is filled with churning water, and the other with shrieking winds. 4 slender bridges cross these moats, which appear bottomless. At the far end of the chamber is a raised dais with an altar in front of 2 massive statues. One depicts a bearded storm elemental holding aloft a bolt of lightning, and the other is a stern woman wearing cloth of sea foam and wearing an ornate coral crown. So in front of you, you see 2 large moats, one filled with water, one filled with wind. You cannot see the bottoms of each of them. In addition, in front of you is a female priest, and she faces to see you there, and she has 2 large lizards on chain in front of her, and they are in front of each of the bridges over the moats. And finally, you see another priest beating on some other priest who's crumbled on the ground and bleeding. And you hear the priest beating on the other priest. Reform! Reform! You've been beaten!
Roll for combat! You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, if you run out of range of your party healer, it's your own damn fault and you deserve to die.